It's in my head, they won't let me forget. Doesn't ever seem to go away. They always said I would never make it too far. They tried the best, but I never take it too hard. Don't need to say it again, I'll spend my time in my head. I can't do it, I can't do it. No one can tell me, no one can tell me, I can't do it, I can't do it. No one can tell me, no one can tell me, I can't do it, I can't do it. Guess I'm better on my own, don't need you to say I'm wrong. Guess I'm better on my own, don't need you to say I'm wrong. Don't need to say it again, I played my time in your head. I can't do it, I can't do it. Hey now, it's fading slowly, slowly. Hey now, don't think that you know me, Hey now, it's fading slowly. Don't think that you know me. Hey now, it's fading slowly. Don't think that you know me. No one can tell me, no one can tell me, I can't do it, I can't do it. No one can tell me, no one can tell me, I can't do it, I can't do it. Guess I'm better on my own, don't need you to say I'm wrong. Guess I'm better on my own, don't need you to say I'm wrong. Don't need to say it again, I played my time in your head. I can't do it, I can't do it.
I'm taking anything coming my way, taking anything coming my way, taking anything coming my way,
I will not be denied, I will not be defied, I will not be defeated, I put it all on the line. If you in my way, then stop it or you'll be watching me drive. It's not a stairway to heaven without a hell of a ride. I need that energy, I need more enemies for real. Them bottom feeders just had me heat at the top, it's chill. I'm locked and loaded now, I'm popping up on your radar. The game ain't never fair, I just work hard and play hard. Minor setbacks just led to something more major. Can't stop me now, you can't stop me. Can't stop me now, you can't stop me. Need I remind you in case you forgot? You know I'm coming for that #1 spot, yeah, I can't be stopped. You know it's levels to it, yeah. The only way to do it is to do it, yeah. Need I remind you in case you forgot? You know I'm coming for that #1 spot, yeah, I can't be stopped. In order to lead, I had to learn how to follow. I had to swallow my pride today and not tomorrow. It's never picture perfect, trying to be the bigger person. I'm living and learning even if the bridges are burning. No cracking under pressure, I'm testing the waters now. I may have too much pride to keep my head down. The rest is his story if I don't write my own now. Destiny awaits me and I got somewhere to go now.
I'm taking anything coming my way, taking anything coming my way, taking anything coming my way,
Can't stop me now, you can't stop me. Can't stop me now, you can't stop me. Need I remind you in case you forgot? You know I'm coming for that #1 spot, yeah, I can't be stopped. You know it's levels to it, yeah. The only way to do it is to do it, yeah. Need I remind you in case you forgot? You know I'm coming for that #1 spot, yeah, I can't be stopped. My demonstration fed my dedication, led to levitation. I'm patiently waiting to go higher than expected, whether they respect it. Deal with the pain and just accept it, go in one direction. Straight to the top, it feels like a mountain climb. Till victory is mine, your hustle won't amount to mine. Before you think of giving up, remember why you started. Don't ever say you can't do it if you ain't try your hardest.
When in doubt, and you feel closer to the edge, look around. Just don't look down when you get there.
Can't stop me now, you can't stop me. Can't stop me now, you can't stop me. Need I remind you in case you forgot? You know I'm coming for that #1 spot.
All right, gentlemen, we are live.
It's good to be here.
What a great intro. Thank you for throwing it to us.
Yeah, thanks for that. So we had a really special day today. We had our, as the title says, our Roadster BC delivered today. Evan was kind enough to come out of his hole in Connecticut and come out and visit us. You're a world traveler delivering cars, aren't you?
He actually just came from Miami.
I was just in Miami. That is true. Was just in LA last week and in Florida. But here I am in Columbus.
The car capital of the world.
Hypercar Central.
Yes.
Triple F collection.
That's what we're trying to make it, and your delivery today has helped that.
Wow. Well, today was a big day for everyone, for Pagani, for us, for you guys. Like bonkers. This car is sensational. So thank you for giving us the opportunity to commission a special car with you, your brother, the dad.
BDD.
BDD.
Unfortunately, BDD couldn't make it tonight. He has to get up really early for a doctor's appointment, 6 a.m. So he was pretty worn out from delivery day today.
But we had a lot of good laughs.
He had a lot of
Today
fun
was a special day for him. He listened to Snoop Dogg.
Oh, man, he was jamming out, wasn't he?
It was Chronic 2001.
Oh, my God. Well, that was from your phone, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was from my phone.
The first thing is Dr. Dre.
Right. He was cranking the sound system, though. Those sound system sounds
It
nice.
bumps like no other. It looks good, but it sounds good. Wow.
No, it's good. I wish MVBC was here to welcome its brother or its sister, however you want to say, into the garage. But hopefully soon, right?
They will be reuniting, hopefully at the end of the week. So,
Okay. Along with the Bugatti, I believe.
along with the Bugatti is going to be running like a champ. It just had a nice fresh service. The Pagani
Feels good.
BC Coupe just had a nice upgrade done on it. Fresh service, fresh
It's gonna
cold
feel-
weather tires. It's a champ.
It's going to feel good to have the Bugatti back without a check engine light. I think we were doing that for like 6 months.
We didn't want to let it go. It's like we can't.
It's the daily.
Well, you guys drive your cars, and there's not a lot of people who put miles on like you. I mean, we just put tires on your Bugatti. That's not a lot of people.
Winter tires. What are they, Brett? What were they?
What's that? On the Bugatti? The Bugatti didn't have one.
No, the Pagani that just got
Oh,
delivered.
the Pirelli Soto Zeros?
Yeah.
are
How
nice.
sweet is it to see that car?
Actually, both Paganis now have Soto Zeros on them.
So sweet. So we had a little bit of a fiasco loading the car up.
Yeah. That was sketchy.
Yeah, it was pretty sketchy, so it took a while. This morning had it over at Esoteric.
Yeah, so the ramp on the trailer is aluminum and basically frozen rubber. What turns into plastic doesn't mix well.
Well, in the middle of a snowstorm.
Yeah.
So that's
Well, you
fun.
guys did a good job. That's hard work.
It was very tight.
There was a lot of moving parts to get that done.
I was very anxious watching you back it off.
Backing off was great. Loading.
That was a lot easier than
Yeah.
getting it on, but yeah, it was still anxious. But you guys are used to seeing us. We want to kind of talk with Evan here and get your thoughts on some things. This is his first time being on set with us here. So, where did it all start for you, Evan? What got you into cars?
It's a great question. So I guess at some point of your life, something hits you or motivates you or drives this passion into your mindset of why cars. So it actually started with Lionel trains. I had an electric toy train set as a kid. Spent a lot of time on, playing with it and maneuvering the tracks. And I think it just comes from motion, and that's then leads you to go to a car show and then getting to meet people who own these cars and getting to see them live. It's just the whole hobby is full of a lot of special memories. And my father would take me to some car shows. I think he was into it, but not. I knew naturally it was something that made me really happy to go to the New York Auto Show or to go to a classic car show locally, and having Hot Wheels as a kid, and it just the whole thing it starts at maybe at a young age for some.
So you are always a car person.
Always into cars, and to turn your passion into your job is another kind of devotion, but also a very kind of competitive industry to get into. So I'll kind of come back into 2004 or so. A buddy of mine had started a car show in Scarsdale, New York, which is outside New York City. So it was a charity car show. It was supposed to be a high school project. We had spent 7 months organizing the show to take place on a Sunday. It was supposed to be a kind of a one and done event. and it ended up being probably one of the largest kind of classic and exotic car shows to take place in New York. And Miller Motor Cars was one of our sponsors, and that's whom I work for today. I started with them full-time in 2006. I was a senior in high school.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
With Miller?
With Miller, yeah.
Oh, my
I was
God.
16. Now I'm 33 going.
I didn't realize
34.
you've been with them the whole time.
Well, I worked for them a couple summers in high school, throughout college. Then I came to join them full-time in 2011, and I just thought it would be cool to pursue my passion, which didn't really feel like work. I just love going to work and seeing the people and seeing the manufacturers and seeing happy customers and being creative. So I did marketing for our store for about 6-7 years, and then joined on as sales.
And you've slowly moved your way up there, right? So you're the guy for all of the hyper exotics, right?
You think so?
I mean, I don't
Well,
know.
you're here, aren't you?
I am at the Triple F collection. This is if you're here, you've made it.
I mean, this is the pinnacle of driven collections. I just want to say, the absolute
I
pinnacle.
would
So,
agree
Evan-
with you. I would agree with you guys on that. There's not a lot of people who drive them for season, or, we look at the odometers of your cars and like, wow, you guys actually drive them, and you let other people drive them, which is crazy.
Because you see it all, right? You're going from collection to collection.
I'm very fortunate. I've seen a lot of key collections in the United States, from California to the East Coast to Florida. Cars, of the world's best of the best, and this is certainly one of the best. And you guys, but out of all, I don't think anyone really drives the cars like you guys, especially hypercars. Sparky drives his
Yep.
Paganis all season, all year round. He's got some good stuff, amazing stuff. So
Yep.
I think it's pretty neat. I mean, it's neat to see that you guys are even selling cars. Typically, people don't sell, and if they do sell, it's for some other reason, maybe to make a nice profit. But you
Correct.
guys-
Yeah. And I mean, we've said it plenty of times, but our philosophy is if we're not driving it, it's not staying here.
And you
With a couple exceptions, like that 300 SL, like that won't be driven that much. It'll be.
It's a museum piece, and
Yeah.
it's so beautiful.
You can actually see.
And everything
see
here
the
has
roof
some
line.
kind of reason. The gull wing is significant to. It is a supercar. It's something that your father always dreamed of, and
It's a hypercar of its era.
It is,
maybe
100%.
the only one from the 50s.
yeah, that was so iconic. That car still is ahead of its time. But
Yeah.
going into passion, it's something that always pushed me to find ways to be creative and get people into the hobby. Or, it's also my job to make suggestions to people who say, "Evan, what do you think? What should I get? What would I like?" It's also based on your personality. What are your wishes? Do you like to drive? Do you like to show? Do you like customization? It's also sometimes there's market-driven collectors.
Yeah, I mean, it is nice. I mean, some of the cars that we do want to get rid of, they happen to turn into decent investments.
And that is by chance. I don't think that was your immediate.
No, I mean, we don't buy cars just for investments. I mean, sure, you hope that when you buy a car, you're not going to lose money. Anybody hopes out of anything they buy. But it's not purely being bought out of an investment piece.
Well, the segment in general for hypercars, supercars has just exploded. We saw this. My first project, or my first supercar project, was the McLaren P1. We were competing against the 918 at the time, and the LaFerrari. In the 918, you could have gotten a car, and we were offering, basically the first supercar of that era from McLaren. That customer who was buying the P1 maybe had purchased from us a 12C. Or maybe, a 12C Spider. So it was like really early on. And we were really trying to push the market by selling a car. It was $1,150,000. People said, well, wow, that's just like completely out of the realm.
Out of line.
Out of line. And we did a lot of, convincing to get people onto the program.
I mean, yeah, people told you to go yourself, right?
Yeah, and people said, well, if I'm going to get one, I'm going to get the LaFerrari. And if I can't get the LaFerrari, then I'll try to get a P1.
Well, I remember, I don't know if you remember this, Jay, but we got offered a P1. Do you have any recollection of that?
No recollection.
We got offered.
By who?
I even forget from who, but I remember the phone call because they had thought of us because we had a 12C because the P1 was pretty much right after the 12C.
We love the 12.
Well, and they
that was a great
they couldn't
driver
sell
car.
they couldn't sell all the allocations. They were having a hard time.
Yeah, we were pushing. There was a 375 unit production, about 140 into the U.S. And at some point, they had sold out at Pebble Beach, and people were like, "What? I can't get one? No! Oh my gosh!" And then all of a sudden, the market just started getting a little crazy. Then the 918 sold, and then
Well, and so we got an offer. Porsche, they were sending out to their clients like invitations to buy the 918, and for like $845,000 at the time, and that was, I remember getting that with BDD, and I mean that was just so far out of the realm of a possibility. An $800,000 car back then was
Getting the invite for the 918.
yeah.
And what went along with that? They were having trouble selling theirs, and they would give allocations to like the GT3s and GT.
yeah, you would have become a VIP program member. So if you owned the car for X period of time, you would have gotten a 10-year, basically priority list to get all their hot cars. So
And that's only for an original owner.
Right.
That does not transfer.
But I think they were having so much trouble selling them, they had to use that as an enticement. Buy the 918, and then you're into this club to get all the other ones.
and they proved everyone wrong. Because
Oh well, correct. I mean, that was like the beginning of this ridiculous pricing for these hypercars. If you think about it, there are only few and far between up to that point, from like the 90s up to the early to mid 2010s. But then the P1, we got offered the last spot, number 375 of the P1, but it was over $1 million. It's still absolutely no way it could. I remember talking to my dad about it. It was a dream car. Just there's no way we couldn't afford that.
the P1 is amazing. It was
is.
the first car that made my face just incredibly white and nauseous.
And it still does. It still stands up against any of these cars.
A beast. A beast. And, prior to that, we saw the Enzo in 2003, the McLaren SLR in 2005, Carrera GT in 0405. So there was that gap, 10 years later. So the appetite for the hypercar was your choices were a Pagani, but the Paganis only became U.S. legal in, give or take, 2014. So
Chad said VIP program is still going on.
shout out to Chad.
Hi, Chad.
Mr. Chad Sear.
He said, "Bruce, you're my guy."
Thanks, Chad.
Yeah, and that program turned out to be a great success for Porsche to
Oh, it's ridiculous.
keep people in the brand. And
Yeah.
they'll probably come out with another hypercar. There's already some rumors.
Yeah, I mean, look at it now. I mean, you buy those cars. I mean, you do. If you're in with Porsche with those cars, you do nothing but make money doing it.
But you guys drive them, so
We do. I mean,
fun.
we'll still make money, just not quite as much as somebody that holds it, and that's okay.
on to the next project.
Yeah, on to the next thing.
Yeah, I mean, just because someone buys a car and lets it sit, I mean, they're still driving something at the end of the day. It just may not be that car. That doesn't make them any less of a car enthusiast as the next guy. We just have a lot more fun doing it.
So your form of cars is it also your form of art?
100%. I mean, look at them.
Yeah.
I mean,
How can you say they're not art?
but I mean, like, it's art, but to be able to combine being able to get personal passion and satisfaction out of an art piece,
Right.
Which you typically, when you're thinking about art, you're looking at something, or you're watching somebody else create something. You really most art you don't have a true inclusion in. It really is like the artist, and you're either watching or you're doing something with it, like around it.
But I think there's that passion, and you feel like a relationship with the artist. Just like when you look at the new RBC, you feel that closeness in the relationship to Horatio, and you look at it like, wow, what an artist to create this machine. And it's
Yeah, of the cars in this room, it's actually interesting. You guys are able to work with those artists. Some of them are living, and that's an interesting time where we're living through to see those people. You can.
I mean, it's crazy. I've been doing the interview with Christian, and I know Zoom calling and being with Horatio. I mean, like, that stuff's insane.
It's a very unique experience, and it's like mind-blowing that you're talking to some of these great automotive engineers and designers, and they're just pushing the industry so far forward,
And they're doing as much as they can in the time that they're
just
around
innovating so much.
It's exciting. Imagine starting a car company, how hard that must have been or is to continue, because
I mean,
you're being pulled in so many different directions, and the risks, and to be a painter, if you're doing paint on the wall, that's different. These guys are dealing with homologation and testing and
well, and normally,
material.
like, especially painters, they don't get recognized till they're dead.
yeah, that's true.
I mean, most of those guys are, post-mortem, like, with their success. But yeah, I mean, true art pieces. I mean, it's obviously one of the reasons you buy them is because of the way they look. I mean, they're incredible to look at.
In
So-
speccing the cars, do you guys really enjoy that process? Do you find it a little bit it's hard as well because
Yeah.
it's art what you're creating, and
I think it can be stressful because once you spec it, you go through your mind all these different outcomes, and it can be kind of stressful to think that's what you're going to end up with. You're paying all this money, and you just hope it's right. You just hope it looks good because renders only can look so realistic.
But I get so much more excited about the car after we spec it.
Yeah.
There's so many options, and you land on something that you absolutely love, and it just, I mean, for me, that's where the excitement really takes off. It's like, oh my gosh, this thing's going to be ridiculous.
I love the spec process.
you do.
Absolutely.
What do you love about it?
Everything. Like it's almost like just every little piece. It's almost like
The
build,
customization process.
yeah, I mean, it's like
yours.
it's like building Legos almost. It's just like every little piece is like it's almost like your way to work as an artist on the car. Like you get to put your spin on it artistically, and just make it yours more. And it's almost like a collaboration with the artist that's creating the car and the manufacturer.
That's a great way to put it, and it is history. So it's interesting as I see certain cars get traded in the market. I'm like, I remember working on that car. I remember that car that was commissioned by, if it was with Chad. Chad's done some great projects in the past, and they live on forever typically. So what you're creating is coming into the world, and it's always will be there. Sometimes these cars most likely will be outliving us. So
I hope so.
Yeah, and I don't mean to say it's not fun. I'm just saying it can be stressful to think, this is it. Once you say send, that's it.
100%.
You make that deposit and it's locked in. So, but no, it is a ton of fun going through all the options. I know we all spend a lot of time texting back and forth. Once we go through the sit down process, is like, did we like that? Did we like that? Anything we want to change? But overall, it's fun.
We are going to be speccing a car on Wednesday.
That's true.
That's a Jordy leak right there.
wow,
It's a slight Geordie leak.
we're not
It's
going to
like-
talk about
yeah.
that.
We may not talk about it,
You're going to get in trouble.
but we are speccing a car Wednesday.
Naughty.
It's borderline naughty.
It's getting spicy in here.
It's getting a little spicy just by saying that. But no, we're really excited about that one.
Very.
Any other questions for me?
Yeah, tons. Hang on, let me get out my notes.
Do we want to have the audience maybe ask Evan some questions?
Yeah, let's bring in the audience. Have you
Why don't
seen-
you pin some comments and
Yeah, so
We'll
if you have
kinda
any
go there.
questions for Evan, we might pin them up.
I mean, Evan's in such a unique position to be able to see all these collections and all these cars. I think there's very few people in your position that are really qualified to speak about, who's driving what collections are in the United States. And
I'm seeing a lot of, the time in history that we're in right now is the end of the internal combustion era. So we have people that only want to buy the last of the non-turbo cars to the non-hybrid. So we're seeing, a massive rush of people who want to buy what they can buy before they say it's apparently too late. So I find that to be, an interesting trend happening right now because we're going through that environmental kind of stage.
is it ever going to be too late, you think?
I do think we're up against that kind of position.
You don't think there'll
Manufacturers,
be like a petro tax that
there could be something interesting that comes, down the road. Maybe even a time where you can only drive a certain car on a racetrack. Maybe if it's one of these extremely potent and powerful cars that you need to have some kind of private.
I'm driving it wherever the hell I want to drive it, Evan.
I can't see that in my lifetime.
They're going to have to catch me. They're going to have to catch me if
Hell
they want.
no.
They're gonna have to call in the National Guard.
Yeah, that's right. They're going to have to.
Find me.
My thing
Yeah.
is the infrastructure is not there yet. Is my thing. They're setting all these mandates pre-infrastructure, and that's going to be a major problem.
Well, just to get people to buy into it, you still pass cars from the 70s. I mean, that's not uncommon. How are they going to get all of these?
It's going to
And
take
then-
time, and I guess maybe there are some mandates, but yeah,
I don't think they're going to stop selling them. I
No.
think you're going to charge you a petro tax and
that would make sense.
subsidize the other electric cars with your tax.
Will you pin Devin's comment, please? Is Evan coming to the event 2.0 or the event 2? What is his favorite build he has done? Okay, so first of all, are you coming to the event?
I am going to come to the event.
And are you
I
bringing?
came to the first event; it was amazing.
Are you bringing some heat?
I think we're going to bring some fire. We did bring
You
two
brought
trucks.
the heat
I mean,
last year. The heat. I think
It
we had
was
seven Paganis in one place.
it was hot there that day.
Made it hotter, didn't he?
Oh,
That's why it was hot there.
We're going to bring some fire.
I hope
some
so.
fire this year.
Two has got to be bigger and better.
We're going to blow it up. There were so many people there,
There's going to be so many more.
and a lot of really enthusiastic, kind-hearted people. So I think it's our job to come to Columbus,
And continue to make it the premier event of the Midwest.
go big.
Before we get to this comment, I want to shout out Ryan Ham. He just bought a Lantana 675 LT Spider in Chicago.
Nice.
Oh, is that okay?
Yeah, that's my buddy. Beautiful car. Good question there too.
I can't wait to see it.
Great color.
Yeah,
Oh,
just,
you guys will see it on the channel because he's keeping it here for a while.
Yeah, we're gonna keep a 675 here for about 6 weeks.
just FYI, the comments will auto remove, so I'm not removing them. So
Okay.
yeah. So anyways, if you want to answer this,
Yeah. Yep.
bring it back up. There you go.
This is for Evan.
Which is the next one? All right.
I like it when you read them, Bryce.
Okay.
I do too.
Do we want to move on, Evan? Do
No.
you see people
Speak to me.
buy strictly for investment that say maybe borrow over? Gosh, I can't read it. Overextended to get a hypercar, or is that very unusual?
I do see there are people coming to the market who do use other financing options. There's a lot of people who borrow because they don't want to put all the cash out and not pay all the sales tax. So there's other options that people do. There are some people that buy for investment, but I think as retailers, we try to ensure that we focus on people who are true drivers, true collectors. Maybe their main motive is not to buy to flip, because in the end, that's just manipulates the market, and the people who really want them will not.
How many people do you think are on your blacklist of that you've had to deal with as customers? Like just like a number, just like
We have a few.
That's a great question.
That's like I am never like that person is never buying a car from us again. We will never sell a
But
car.
in any business, there are people that you have to has to be a mutual relationship. And
Sure.
we may not get along with everyone. We get along with 99% of people, and that's okay. We'll move on to another.
Touch
Fun
his side.
buyer.
He doesn't want to talk about his
he doesn't.
blacklist.
He was like, okay, next question.
Moving on.
These are good questions.
All right, let me chime in, Evan. There was a comment, just a very simple one. What is your current favorite car?
Ooh, my current favorite car. I've always kind of stuck with a classic, and if it changes over time, it would be maybe on the vintage side, maybe the Lamborghini Miura. To me, is just so iconic, so beautiful. Marcello Gandini design, just so ahead of its time.
I love that
Incredible.
car.
On the modern side, I'm still really, really keen to the Pagani Zonda, maybe a Cinque Roadster. To this moment, that car just hits all
Was that
ends.
one of 3 or 5 in the U.S.?
So they made in the United States.
in the U.S. Yeah.
Roadsters. I don't know if there's any left in the United States. There might be a car or two quietly, but I can't.
What are they, like 5 or 6 million?
Probably one would trade in the teens.
Oh wow.
Yeah, if you can find one. I mean, they are really iconic, and
I thought there was one in California.
possibly, I think there is. But imagine a car with a 7.3 liter naturally aspirated V12 with chimneys, a snorkel,
an open
styling,
top,
and
yeah.
just open top, and 5 pieces of a coupe, 5 in a roadster. It's just incredible. Not a lot of car companies will do that in today's
Yeah.
time. If a car manufacturer wants to make something limited, not to mention many, but one just made a retro of of a modern Italian hypercar. They're charging pretty serious coin, but they're making 110 of them. I think that's, we're living through. If they're going to make something limited, it's going to be of greater volume because
Wait,
they can.
Which car are you talking about?
Lamborghini Countach.
Oh, that thing.
Jordan's favorite.
Do you like that?
It wouldn't be for me, but I do like Lamborghinis. I think they're pretty sweet. I just don't believe that car deserves.
I don't think that
Those
that did that car justice.
No.
There are so many.
Or the price tag.
The price tag, but there are so many like just obvious details, like the wing. Like you gotta put that wing on that car from the Countach. You've got to put that wing on it.
And maybe someone will.
Like you've got to do it. How do you do that and not put that?
Yeah.
Sorry, I gotta control myself.
What makes cars
On a lot.
fun and
Settle
special
down.
is this conversation, and maybe my taste will change. So that's what's fun.
Did Lewis Hamilton's 760, did a price ever come out of what that traded for?
I didn't know it traded.
Yeah. It's no longer his.
Really? Well, whoever owns it now, or if it traded,
I knew
got
that.
an amazing spec.
I knew that
Yeah.
before Brett did. I just want everybody to know. I found that out first.
You know what I love?
I
though?
will confirm that. It's verified.
Thanks, Jay.
Put a little check mark by it.
All right. Here's a question from Spencer. How's the Vantage? He's
The
an Aston-
Vantage?
He's an Aston Martin fanboy.
I did sell the Vantage. It's an awesome car. A lot of fun. I love Astons.
Do you?
My first toy was a Aston Martin V12 Vanquish, which was kind of like a more
That's sweet. That's like the Bond.
Bond. It was 03. It
Yep.
was Die Another Day. It was a gentleman's kind of GT.
You know, we had a really bad experience with our first foray into Aston Martin. We had a coworker that had a DB9, and the interior just completely fell apart. Like,
What did he do?
I mean, nothing. It was like a week old.
Yeah, the dash, the leather, the
Like,
stitching was
yeah,
peeling,
yeah, all
and
of
pulling
it,
back.
Yeah, all of it started like peeling and pulling back, and then so we talked to a local dealer who we will never go to again because of this situation. How long ago was that? 7 years, maybe.
Maybe the car was sitting
maybe
on
7 years.
It was sitting on that hot Columbus sun too.
But you know, that's, I mean, he said, because so we tried to like, hey, you need to do something. They wouldn't do anything. They wouldn't fix it. They wanted us to pay for it. And like, look, you can come on our lot and look at all the other Aston Martins. They're doing the same thing. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that
Well,
was
that's
the
not a
response.
solution.
That,
What do you
That
mean?
just happens.
Well, you should drive one today. They're just potent. New DBS, 700 plus horsepower.
I still think you need to get that Aston Martin.
Which one would?
The Superleggera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DBS with that big grill.
So Superleggera, DBS.
What would you go for? What's your
Convertible
recommendation?
I would go DBS. You guys are
or Bentley
DBS.
or Bentley Continental.
ooh.
Between those two, the new Bentley.
The new Bentley looks.
I like the new Bentley or a Bentley GT Coupe, and I would do a DBS Volante. If you had to,
If you had to pick a convertible version, which one are you doing?
probably going to go Bentley convertible.
That's what I'm feeling too. That's on.
I'm surprised.
I mean, there's no wrong answer, I guess.
Yeah.
It's-
Well, I don't know. I got the new Bentayga, and I'm so impressed with the new Bentayga. It drives.
Their technology is amazing. Four wheel steering,
Yes, it's so nice. It look so comfortable. It's
got great power. Styling is on point. Fit and finish. Bentley's in its.
the V8 is just everything.
I'm happy you got the V8. It's more tossable, more fun. More,
Absolutely.
Really?
No comment.
No,
Possible and more fun.
no, I agree. It's lighter on its feet. You know, I mean, it's you know, you don't really use all the power, especially being in Miami. So like
So that's
the V8 makes
I
sense.
use that in Miami. I've got
what color is it?
white,
Ooh, what color interior?
Red.
black and red.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Oh God, do you love how his name just flew in there like that?
We just want to remind everyone.
You're
that they're
so
watching.
professional. I love it.
You guys want to see something even cooler?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, show us.
Me,
Oh my God.
Look at you too.
and it's like it's over me.
Is there?
You know, I
That's
did
me
like
right there.
I did like when you digitally zoomed too. That was
Well,
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I had problems cutting back and forth, so
Oh.
Can you do that again?
it'd take a few minutes. All right, wait, you want to see one more? There's
Yeah.
an MSO to our
Yep,
right.
yep.
You ready?
Yep.
Oh, there he is.
Why is that? Why does that not say MSO underscore?
I know. I messed up.
I don't even recognize that.
I know.
Who is that? Whose name is that?
I'm getting golf questions. That's fun.
Here's a good question. Someone's talking about MC20. What do you guys?
I was going to ask you about that.
car
weird.
is sexy.
Yeah, do you like it?
I haven't driven one yet, but I'm like utterly impressed. I have heard really good things. I mean, we're talking about a Dallara-based platform, carbon tub, great engine, great styling.
That's the one you should get for Megan.
They're hard to
The
get.
Spider.
It's
They're going to do a
exclusive.
Spider, right?
They're going to make a Spider.
Yeah, there you go, Jay. That thing is.
I think they nailed it.
Do you do Maserati?
We do Maserati.
You do them?
I love it. I think you guys should consider that maybe in like a pearl white.
Black is a. Nah, it's, probably don't know yet if it's going to be a soft top or hard top, but
I'm going to go with a hard top.
Got to be a
black,
hard top.
black
That's probably
hard
what
top
they're
on
doing.
white.
Oof. That could be a triple F ride.
Yeah, I need a new convertible. I'm in
I
the
like it.
market,
Okay.
but I don't have patience either. So you have to take that into consideration.
You don't?
You don't want to wait 2 years?
Yeah, that's a big problem.
Okay.
If I was going to get something for the summer, like this summer,
How about Mazda Miata convertible?
Did,
Actually pretty. That's actually a great car.
is that the only thing I'm getting this summer? Is that what you're saying?
If you can. Cars are hard to
Jay,
get right
I'm
Jay,
now.
you could buy
actually-
like 4 of those.
I'm actually offended that you would even suggest that to him.
Why?
I'm offended. Are you offended?
It's a good car.
What?
And Bryce thinks you can only get 4 of them.
Okay, you can get more than
I
that.
think that's also offensive.
You guys can each get one and just race each other.
We'll wrap it with triple F stuff. That's fine.
What
I
if
mean-
what if we all got Miatas and then all raced them in the property?
That would be awesome.
Well, those are the cars we need to get for
Demolition.
our demolition derby. That's great. No, of course you can get something that's nice like within the summertime. So sometimes you just gotta like tell Evan that you can't
Gotta
ask.
twist
him.
his arm a little
No,
bit.
you just gotta tell him like I'm getting something. So what am I getting? Tell
Yeah,
me.
If you don't
tell me
do
my
it,
option.
you will.
Right.
Does Jay buy used?
No.
Jay's a new man.
Sometimes.
Jay, you've got good cars.
What was the last,
I'm
the last
building,
used
yes.
was your
458 is another car I think you should keep forever.
I love it. I love that.
Are all the kinks worked out with that car?
Yeah, I had it trailered to Miami, and then there was all kinds of battery issues. So I think I was missing like the bar that keeps the battery in place.
What?
Usually it's something minor.
That's what they said when they took it in. So it got wiggled loose.
Dude, you
Listen, I didn't put that damn battery in there, and I didn't touch that damn bar.
Listen, somehow your shit is just
Hey.
always messed up.
Well,
How?
I don't like the trickle charge.
You refuse to charge a vehicle.
What do you think about that, Evan?
He refuses to put a trickle charger on.
I don't like it.
It's the first thing you should do when you get out of the car.
First.
Even if you're not going to drive it for a week or a day.
Well, the 458, I never did, and I never had a problem. And I let that thing sit.
Trickle chargers are your friend.
They're not my friend.
Jay, you're not his friend at the moment.
No, I don't like them.
It's good for the car, but I get it. You guys drive your cars. You want to move them in. You want to move them out.
Well, the STO is a pain too.
How do you like that car?
Oh, I love it. It is so fun to drive.
Does it make all the right sounds?
Oh, all the right sounds. Yes.
Can you do that? Can you do that on the microphone for me?
No.
It might be making even better sounds here soon.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
What?
How come there hasn't been a Veneno in the collection? Do you say Veneno or Veneno?
It's veneno.
Then
is?
they know.
How do you say Chiron?
I could never.
I thought it was
even,
Chiron.
Even if that's the right way, I can never say it like that. I'm just not going to do it.
People may call me crazy, but I am not a fan.
Bailey Hall asked a question.
Okay, where we at, Bailey?
What will be Brett's new car? I don't know. I put 20,000 miles on my A4 this year. Actually, in 10 months.
That's a lot of driving.
Okay, let's answer Bailey's question here. Can you read that for us, Bryce?
Yeah, so if you had to buy a car below $100,000 to use as a daily, what would you get?
Oh, that question.
I want Evan to answer that first.
Is that new or used?
Does it matter? I don't know.
Didn't specify, so do
don't
whatever
know.
you want.
So,
Yeah.
Evan, what would you say?
Under 100 grand. Well, I got to stay on brand, but I'm going to go with Alfa Romeo Giulia or Stelvio Quadrifoglio. That car
Whoa.
is highly underrated.
Whoa, you're gonna daily an Alpha.
Why not? Or
That's
just
a bold move.
or they're actually quite reliable, and there might be some misnomers out there, but the Quadrifoglio lineup is just power. It's great.
I mean, I love quadrifolios. I don't know about you guys.
Ferrari derived.
I never heard
Engine.
that. I thought he was speaking a different language.
Me too.
Yeah, so-
Like, what the hell is Evan doing?
I haven't heard of quadrifolio.
So Evan,
Is that
the
weird?
sedan. What's that one? What's that model then?
That's the Giulia Quadrifoglio.
and you're saying they're reliable.
The Ghibli.
They're very reliable. Or you can just get a regular Giulia 4-wheel drive. They're like 42 grand.
Yeah, I mean the Quadrifolio's in the 50s.
Probably in the 70s.
Isn't it called the
range.
gerbil or something? What is it? Like the Ghibli gerbil?
There's a Ghibli, which is the Maserati one. That's nice.
Ghibli. Why does that remind me of? What's that lady's name on Full House?
Kimmy Gibbler.
Yeah, Gibbler.
The Gibbler. Wow, that's
the Gibbler.
awkward.
What about you, Jay? Under 100 grand daily.
I bet his truck.
Yeah, that's a good. I love my Raptor.
Did you pick, Jordan?
No.
What are you going to pick?
I mean, for a daily, probably either the truck.
Yeah. The E?
Well, the E,
Well, the
not
E,
under 100.
yeah, not under 100.
I mean, dude, that's what I would daily going to work every day was my F-250.
Yeah.
If I'm dailying something every single day in and out and I have to, it's like one car and I got to do things with it, it's the truck.
Is the top trim of the F250 under 100?
Yeah.
I've got a new Bronco coming in. And I think that's going to be a good product. They're
You do?
45 grand.
Do you guys sell Ford?
We don't do Ford, but I'm an American, and I want to be Ford tough.
So you personally are getting a Bronco?
I am. Personally, I'm getting a 2-door.
Okay.
I'm getting the big boy wheel package, Sasquatch or whatever it's
Well,
called.
they just announced the Raptor version.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks,
like a
it looks
day ago.
nasty.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, looks sick.
We need to figure out how to pull things up on screen because I'd like to see some of this stuff.
Yeah,
I would
Is
probably
that possible?
it's possible. for this moment, I'm probably going to screw it up. So,
Can we try it?
Maybe on the next.
It's okay if you
F
screw it up.
collection
Yeah,
interview.
we're just having fun.
okay.
This isn't like
Last time I pulled the screen up, I couldn't get back to the cameras.
okay.
So that's kind of a big deal.
Okay, then don't.
So
Let's
as,
just not.
as you guys are some of the youngest guns in the kind of car world, is there something you guys want to do and experience? It's maybe not generally a acquisition of a new car, but is there something that you guys want to do, or a racetrack that you wanted to go to, or
For me, it'd be visiting all the manufacturers and being able to go see Koenigsegg, Pagani, Bugatti, McLaren, just seeing all those shops and traveling around and seeing them in their environment, running the Koenigsegg on their airstrip. I mean, how cool would that be?
those are bucket list things for you guys? I
Oh
like
my
that.
god, 100%. I mean, yeah, love the going through and making a 1 to 2 week trip.
Going to Italy and
Yeah, overseas and going through all the factories and stuff. And the other thing for me would be a racetrack. I want to race the shit out of things.
Which track
So
would
you're
that
saying
be?
so you're saying like you race on a track,
Yes.
not like go to an F1 or
No.
24-hour Le Mans.
No.
like just drive a car. Or you actually want to do a race.
Do a race.
You want to do a race?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like the next Max Verstappen. I'm just 3 times his size. That's all.
Is there a certain racetrack that you remember seeing online or in a magazine that you said, one day I want to go there? Is there that one track that sticks out for you guys?
I always wanted to go to COTA.
What about you, Jason?
Just got resurfaced too.
Monaco.
Ooh, I like that.
That's good.
I would
Iconic.
have picked Jay saying Monaco for sure.
I mean, that's my scene right
Just
there.
the history there, I think would be awesome. Yas Marina in Dubai would be awesome. VIR would be awesome. There's a lot.
It's good stuff.
Laguna
Yeah.
on a no decibel limit day would be even better.
I hate when they have decibel limit days.
It's every day.
It's bullshit. Are we allowed to say shit?
You just did, so.
Bryce, are we
Beep.
allowed?
But when it comes to like not race stuff, yeah, factory tours would be amazing. I could get sucked in for days at those factories.
There's something that Bugatti did, and maybe they still do it. It's called the 400 Club. So they take you to Erelessen, which is the Volkswagen kind of private test track, and you can drive to 250 plus in a controlled environment, and break that kind of.
Do they-
Would you be open to like going 250 miles an hour plus in your Bugatti?
Yes.
I mean, we did 200 in
Yeah, he
a
was
very
close.
sketchy environment.
All right, so
True.
you're getting there.
Yeah, any plans to go to Apex and do the Nürburgring? Yeah, it'd be awesome to catch up with Mitchell. And
That would be sweet, but I mean,
I mean, yeah,
That's
it's
pretty
not
far-fetched
It's
at
not
this
likely,
point.
but
Do you like Nürburgring?
I don't really. I mean,
I just
sure.
don't like to go around in a circle like that. It's kind of
Well,
weird.
It's not a circle.
It's actually a public highway, but it's massively big, and it could take you probably 25, 30 minutes to do a lap.
negative. It's taking me
6 minutes.
It's taking me
your
flat?
STO's running at like 640.
6 flat.
high 6.
Are you taking 6 minutes flat?
No, and some change,
Like what kind of change?
like 38 cents.
Oh my god, 6:38. That is fast.
That's cooking.
It's wild.
Fast.
It's like Jason fast on the backyard.
That's like Jason running next to the F-250 fast.
Flying
Flying
in a
yeah.
Giant Eagle parking lot.
Yes.
By the way, so I think I got the screen working. If you wanted to show anything, I got
Okay.
the Bronco Raptor up.
Okay, can we pull up the Bronco Raptor? This thing's pretty
See
sweet.
here.
Oh wow,
Can you get up to
Oh,
date,
I want one.
up to date with the comments though?
Yeah.
Sorry.
wow, that's beefy.
Yeah, let me scroll through here.
Who can get me one of those?
I want one too, actually.
Let's get 2.
Should we
Oh,
get
look, it's jumping here.
Should we get those as brothers?
Yeah, I think that's
Wow,
great.
we just decided to get this right now.
You could be Bronco Bros.
I've never even heard of this.
Bronc Bros.
Oh, look at I did that.
I think they're
Oh,
awesome.
that's
I got higher.
That's wussy compared to what you did.
I got higher.
Just remember, the audience doesn't know yet.
I know you guys. Oh my
it's
god,
a little tease.
Oh,
It's a little tease, but I cannot believe what Jason did to the 4x4 squared. I'll just say that. Like, cannot believe it.
we're not clickbaiting, like conversating.
It was
here. It
wild.
was wild.
It was.
Yeah, I'm
Jordan and I
excited for you
just
guys
looked
to
at
see
each
that.
other.
You're
Yeah.
lucky you didn't get hurt.
You are actually really lucky.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing. I mean,
I know what I'm doing.
give me a break.
Oh god, that's
I'm not going to
good.
do anything dangerous. I always have full control.
Oh my god.
Do you know?
I want to talk and
sure.
ask, as this is a new segment, or I should say, if it were a hypercar, what would be your, like, are you a coupe or a convertible, a speedster? Like, what would be something that you want to see from a company like, I don't know, Bugatti? Like, what do you want to see next from them that would just...
That's a good question.
I think they do need to make a convertible Chiron though.
Yeah, that'd be
Like
sick.
that would be like,
Yeah, like a Vitesse version.
yeah, yes.
Yeah, because I love the Vitesse.
I mean, that would be sweet.
We've
Right.
always dreamt of that.
I mean, they're not going to, obviously.
yeah, they're all done.
They're all done, but I mean,
Why didn't they?
Apparently, it cost a lot of money to re-engineer the tub in monocoque, and if they were to do it, it would have been
the mono what?
Evan,
Monostructure.
Evan, this is a family channel. I think my wife is even watching this.
I'm getting a little sweaty and uncomfortable.
No, I mean they already did the sky view. Is it really? It's not like a McLaren chassis where they're all spiders. It's not like that. It's actually all one piece.
It's one piece, yeah. It's one structure, and to cut that piece off would be perhaps really compromising the rigidity of the body. And if they could do it, it would have just been extremely expensive, which therefore they have to pass that cost on to their customers. So, but that's a good idea, a convertible of that. Ed, what about like a sedan?
I don't love sedans.
Like a hyper sedan,
Like a Gamera?
like a Gamera, like
Gamera, whatever
Gamera,
you
yeah.
call it.
It's a cool name.
Because I mean, is it? It's not technically a sedan because it doesn't have 4 doors, right?
It's a coupe.
Or is it technically a sedan because it has 4 seats?
It's a coupe 2+2, I guess.
2 plus 2 makes
Do you like that segment? You think it's...
It's big enough to be a sedan. Is
I
that
think
how you
once the
define?
Gemera comes out, there's going to be a market for it. I think everybody's going to kind of play off that and say we can make something fit this, I don't know, 2+2 and make it cheaper.
I think it's a sedan. I think that
Yeah.
that one door.
It's 2 doors.
It's
So
2 doors.
big.
They're
Yeah.
just glued together.
Yeah.
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 I mean, like,
Sedan. I'm voting sedan.
What about the manual gearbox? Is that something you'd like to see more of, or you would?
love,
All of you guys, or is it...
Yeah.
love.
Manual for sure.
If there's one thing to kind of save or do for hypercars or cars moving forward, it's the manual. 100% over anything.
Yeah.
The experience is just so much better.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I don't see if anyone's going to comment on this, if they feel that the manual is important. It comes up. We see that reflected in the pre-owned market. People are paying big money for manual Porsches, Ferraris, Astons. Obviously a trend. I don't know if the manufacturers could come up with a viable plan for that. Let's look for a good comment.
Oh my God.
It's hard to keep up with these comments.
Yes,
Look
it
at
is.
that.
I mean, this guy's excited.
Yeah, the
Really
C10
excited.
has it. That's what they say.
We're going to have to remove some of these
Thick
people.
doors.
Yeah. It's
You
not
got your
good.
band finger ready?
For where?
The band hammer.
How
You got
do
your
you
hammer?
not see all that?
I mean, I was busy.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
okay.
right in your face again.
There we go.
Is there any desires to go to Pebble Beach again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like
I would
do
love to
Pebble
go. I
once.
missed that.
I just think,
opportunity.
the restrictions and stuff just are horrible.
Well, I think this year we'll see. I mean, I'm far from Mr. CDC guidelines, but it feels like things are going to become much more, clearer by then. And
And unfortunately for me, it's right in the same week of typically one of my son's birthdays and the start of school.
so when he gets older, you can take him.
So like, it's a horrible week to go. Like, I'm not
Does
willing.
it always line up with that week?
Typically,
Does it?
yeah.
Hold them back. Let them start the next week.
Yeah. Normally, it's like right in the middle of August.
I'd love to go to that.
Hold them back.
Yeah, I'd like to experience it once.
We'll FaceTime you in.
So, Evan, do you have any higher aspirations? Are you working on something personally or professionally that you want to get to? Like, what's your next level? What's your next move?
That's a good question. One, I didn't ever think that I would be doing what I'm doing, so it's kind of like a dream job, and I'm very appreciative of that. I think it would be fun to own my own business or be a part of a business or be a part of some kind of growing something that's yours or you're a part of, but which I do feel like I'm doing that at where I work today. So that's,
At the rate you're going to own Miller Motor Cars. So
we'll see.
you better tell those owners to back off a little bit.
But I'm fortunate I do work for good people, so that makes it really fun and pleasurable. You know, it's a family business, and we're not a corporation, which makes it really special.
That's good. We had a super chat up there. What did they say?
They just said, let me go up here. Thank you to Judge Dredd. He said, I drive a manual 4 or 5 times a day.
I love that.
Look at
Thank you,
that.
Judge Dredd. A good movie, too, by the way. Sylvester was great in that. I love some Sylvester.
Matthew Holzer asked for, what is your craziest delivery story? I'm probably going to go with Roger's Big Bird party. He wanted 3 Big Birds, an Elmo, a cookie, every character in the Sesame Street kind of book. And we had to call probably 4 or 5 different companies to just hire all these characters. And when they all showed up, we were just like, wow.
That was the wackiest thing I've ever seen.
That was just really crazy. I mean, we ordered a ton of champagne and these characters to hip-hop, and it was just a wild night.
Can you hear?
Yeah.
What you doing there, Jay?
I'm working on my headphones here. I'm trying the new.
Jay, the cable doesn't come out that far, bud.
But I believe a delivery experience should be special. I mean, when something is created, it does deserve a special event or an unveiling. So
Ooh, we just got a thumbs down. I like that.
Oh, probably because Jay's back there messing.
Probably because you're showing your butt over there.
Oh, thanks.
what do you guys think of Monza, Elva, and Aston V12 Speedster? That interesting kind of era of the open tops.
I'm not a fan at all.
Why?
I think it's too dangerous. I think like imagine it, like a decent sized rock comes up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's potentially killing you.
But
Air
don't they have-
bubble or not. You know.
But don't they have those windscreens that they just like...
They only work up to like 60 or 70 miles per hour, like reliably. But if a big rock comes in, there is no slipstream that's going to stop a gigantic rock from hitting you in the face.
My favorite one was the McLaren SLR Sterling Moss. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Wow.
I don't.
that's pretty cool.
We should put that up on the
Can you put that up? I'd like to see
Yeah.
that.
Can you say what that is again for me? please?
McLaren SLR Sterling Moss. I think they made 75 copies. It was the true kind of OG Speedster.
It was. I'm just not a fan of no windshield.
Yeah.
I mean, because like what you'd really need to wear a helmet. You know, like I mean, to just go without anything on your head. I mean, think about the rocks that just chip.
Well, the way Brett drives too, you know he would be hurting.
Oh my God,
Oh, we gotta-
he wouldn't have eyes.
He'd be dead. I'm just gonna say it. He'd be dead.
He'd be-
And I like him too much for that.
Oh crap! Hold on, hang tight, guys.
We're hanging tight.
We got dead air now.
I mean, he
move on
is
until I
the
figure
content
this
killer.
out.
He is content killer.
Content killing.
Let's figure this. Let's move on till I figure this out.
Okay, moving on.
Real quick, what were your what were your high school cars?
I had a Chevy Cavalier 2-door coupe, blue with manual door locks.
Was it a Z24?
The steering wheel felt like mushy. You know what? Sorry, my first one was a Volkswagen Jetta, and I crashed it. I drove into a telephone pole and then a fire hydrant on my way
Oh,
to
wow.
school. Yeah, I was being an idiot.
Why did you actually like take out the fire hydrant where water
Did it like
goes
spray
everywhere?
up like you'd think in like a.
And I
I'd
had-
love to see that.
It didn't happen.
Oh,
The car was done. But then I got a Chevy Cavalier. And then
How was that? How was that experience?
it wasn't cool, but it was a coupe. It was probably the only coupe I've ever owned at that point. What do you think of this Sterling Moss?
oh, that looks nice.
The interior's cool.
It's like the SLR.
Yeah, it is an SLR, yeah.
It's not on screen.
It's not on screen yet.
Hang tight, guys.
We're hanging.
It's on our screen.
Yeah.
Right.
Very good, Jay.
I see it.
Very good.
Thank you.
All right, there
You
we
did a
go.
good job, bud.
Let's,
Okay, is it on their screen now,
Yeah.
or was.
or is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, yeah, and those are worth a lot of money now. What,
Yeah, they're-
what do those go for?
They'd probably start at 2.5, 3 if you can find one.
When do they? When
That-
are they come
that's a
out?
sweet spec.
They were produced in, I would like to say, 2009 or so.
It is. They
Only,
are sweet.
They were the final
And then
edition.
a few quantities had the Sterling Moss
Oh, that's sweet.
with his helmet and
That's
goggles
some
on it.
made up.
Yeah, that one's not real. You're right.
I will tell you that I probably prefer that over any of the new ones.
For sure.
I would take that over an Elva.
What do you guys think is the most significant car to come out in the 21st century? It doesn't have to be a hypercar. It could be anything that's changed. If maybe it was a hypercar.
Gosh. I think the Carrera GT really kind of like after the old school cars like the F1 in the 90s, that Carrera GT was one of the first like crazy, like, you know, just with the Formula One clutch and I mean all the crazy stuff like hypercar-ish that I think kind of continue to push those crazy $1 million cars, even though they weren't that much back then.
I think they were like 450.
Yeah.
So that's
but
a choice.
that tech and stuff in it though was very, you know, like what hypercars do today. I think that helped push some of the hypercar stuff today and move that along.
Good choice. What about you, Jason?
No comment.
Brett?
The Honda Civic, Jason votes.
I really don't know.
You know, I think.
What about like a Tesla?
Well, I think performance-wise, the Carrera GT is going to be like the last, you know, naturally aspirated V10 manual. Like that car is just going to keep going up, I think. It's crazy that they made. I didn't realize they made almost, what was it 1350?
Something like that, yeah.
1310.
Yeah, they made a
I didn't
lot.
realize they made that many, but that car in particular, especially in the early 2000s, you know, that car started in like 1998, I think is when they really started going after that car. And then due to regulations, they pretty much had to make it a road car. It was set out to be a Le Mans car.
I've heard that.
And then they just took everything and gave it to Porsche road team and said, here you go. Have fun
It's
with
an
this.
amazing
Make this
story.
road legal, which is crazy. But yeah, I mean, nowadays, I think the hybrid stuff is really interesting. So you can't talk about this subject without talking about the LaFerrari P1 and
Correct.
the 918, because I think the hybrid tech to me is crazier than just pure electric.
Oh,
The way it all works together,
I'm going to
To me
chime
is-
in real quick
to me is mind blowing.
because we got a $10 super chat from Michael Bertram.
Michael.
And he said, any plans to come to Minnesota for the Crown Rally?
We are talking about the Crown Rally. So obviously, again, shout out to Epic Wraps with Crown Rally. They wrapped.
Justin and his team.
Yep, they wrapped the Tesla for us. They were amazing to work with.
Good shout out from Jimmy Rapazzi. So Jimmy's actually probably the most world-renowned Carrera GT kind of technician. He's got his actually new workshop in Connecticut called Rapazzi Motorworks. He probably has like 10 Carrera GTs in his shop.
Where?
In Connecticut.
No, who said that?
Jimmy
It's up,
Rapazzi.
it's up a little bit.
It's nice. It's pretty cool. That
It was
he
a
got to-
super chat. Thank you, Jimmy.
He got to check
he
it
is.
out. Very cool.
Oh, got ya. Got it.
There's Nathan.
Thank you, Winston Googans.
Nathan says, Evan, what's your most memorable Jordan story over the years? That's good.
Jordan's story?
I mean, it's all just chaos all the time, right?
Yeah, it's unlike anything I've ever seen. I mean, the first time I met you, I came over here. You kindly hosted me for dinner. You ordered like 30 Domino's pizzas.
Well, that's my wife,
Yeah, you're like
Ashley.
Have
She
you seen her order Taco Bell?
She's like, everybody
God, I
needs their
love
own
Taco
2
Bell.
pizzas. Yeah.
It was 3 people. We had 30 pizzas with
That sounds about like it,
with the
right?
wings, with the pizzas, the dessert pizza.
would you?
And that's not just Ashley. I mean, okay, we were in a hotel room.
What did I do?
Where do we order from? Some sub place. And he said, what do you want? I told him what I wanted. We ordered it. Like, I don't know if it was Uber Eats or DoorDash. And he's like, well, I just ordered all these extra things just in case one of us wants. I'm like, well, I just told you what I wanted. And he's like, well, I don't want it. I just ordered it.
I think your belly should be full.
Or how about when nobody at a table wants dessert, and then you made us each order dessert at the table?
I'm like, what do you guys want? Okay, we're gonna take 10 chocolate cakes and nobody's gonna order it.
It's interesting.
Someone just
Yeah.
said Taco Bell, and that just got me really excited.
Do you like Taco Bell?
Love it.
Going in or coming out?
It's a treat. It's a gourmet treat.
We love Taco Bell. We're big
Love
fans.
it. Oh, can't believe you
Yeah,
said that.
you haven't lived until you've seen Jordan's wife order Taco Bell.
You know what I can't stand? I can't stand that camera's in the way of my comments.
Well, I bet if it was higher, it'd be even more on the way.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just something for next time.
I've got a great view.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can't see anything on this side.
What's your favorite color on a car?
Blue.
Just classic.
Blue.
My license plate on my car is blue. I just love blue.
Blue. I love that.
Blue boo.
Would you consider Jason and I degenerates?
You've been around us personally.
Like, would you classify us as honest to goodness, just absolute disgusting degenerates?
Yes. 100%.
He gives the thumbs up.
You guys are the only. I mean, look at these chains you guys are wearing. Doesn't that hurt your neck?
Well, this is out of respect for BDD.
It's
right?
amazing that
So,
your
like,
dad is on your necklace.
The backside is BDD's face with BDD written on it.
Here, if you want a close up, you gotta have Evan hold it up for you.
Here.
I mean,
Wait.
I
why?
can't.
You can't digitally zoom. Do that.
No.
Why?
Has anyone seen these necklaces? Like,
Jay's gonna get a close up for us.
Oh, here. Wait. BDD's calling. Oh, we can do. Wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on, BDD.
Here, Jay, go ahead.
you can
Okay, or that one.
patch them in.
Wait. Yeah.
I got to turn around.
And yep, this is the money shot.
Hang on.
I keep him close to my heart.
Hang on, Dad.
Sometimes I'm feeling lonely. I give him a little
Nope, nobody can hear you but Jay.
Good job, Jay.
But they saw. It's okay. They saw it.
Way to understand how things work.
Ashley, your wife is watching, and she's been great to talk about the food. What about switch colored paints, color streams? What do you guys think about that?
Oh, wait. Hang on.
What?
BDD, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, you're on live right now, so everybody can hear you talk. I just want you to know that.
Okay.
Keep it classy. Keep it classy. I'm not. Am I not on?
Okay.
Oh, I'm back. Hi, guys.
You?
Keep it classy, Dad.
You're going to have to probably turn down the volume on your TV, please.
Turn down.
Yeah, turn down the volume on the TV.
Mute.
No volume.
No volume.
Siri, no volume.
Alexa, turn off the TV.
Okay, yes, BDD. You're live with us. I don't know why we didn't think about this before.
Can you show that beautiful car we took delivery of?
Oh my God,
No, but we don't want
can't
to talk
yet.
about the spec yet because we're going to unveil that exclusively on Thursday
Right.
Yeah,
on the YouTube.
Okay.
Thursday is
Premiere.
our video. Look at that. He's seen the car and he can't help it. He loves cars that much.
Well, I'm so excited about it too. It's got to be my favorite car right now.
Is it your favorite car right now, BDD?
All right.
Yes. For sure.
It's so beautiful.
BDD has great taste.
He does.
Yeah.
Yes, Bryce.
Here's a little something for the audience that wants to see it.
I just want B to see a look of it. She
Oh, you
never
want to
saw
see it? He misses it. He wants to see it himself.
Well, once we get off this call, I can FaceTime you with Mom.
Okay.
I can send you a nice little video that I took of you in the car. Would you like that?
Yes,
Whatever.
yeah. Send him the video right now.
Yeah. So for the audience, here's a little teaser, a little
Okay.
Easter egg. It's in the room right now. And
It
I
is.
think if you look hard enough, you might be able to see it.
You think?
Thank you.
Maybe, just maybe.
Do you want to talk about anything, Dad?
That's
Oh,
not true.
the new car is just it's so beautiful. It's just a work of art.
It really is. You could really. I like it better than the other one, don't you?
It's hard to say, but I do. I do think I like the new one
Agreed.
much better.
Well, this one you guys
Much better.
were able to spec and personalize.
It's just so beautiful. I don't even know what to do about it.
It looks
Yeah.
juicy.
Oh my God.
Ooh,
you know,
juicy.
It's not juicy. It's just
it's just a
just a
car,
real-
Evan.
It's not juicy. What are you talking about?
It does have that effect.
I mean,
Looks
you know,
like-
I just like it so much. I love to be inside it.
Do people?
You know what I mean?
Do people know what color it is?
Yep.
I
Or is
love to sit
that's
on the
that's a
seat.
mystery.
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
Are we announcing the color?
No.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
We're not announcing the spec. That's part of the spec.
God.
it's a special.
Don't ask us
That's
again.
the biggest piece of the spec. Would you say?
Don't ask us again if it's green, please.
Python? Is it Python?
Spoiler alert.
No. Don't.
Ooh.
What'd you say? Don't ask us again. What? What'd you say?
I don't remember.
BDD. Do you
Actually, I would. Yes.
have anything?
It's actually sitting.
I just think it's the most gorgeous car I've ever
Is
seen.
it right here?
No, yeah,
And that's saying a lot.
opposite direction.
So the most gorgeous.
yeah.
I put a T at the end.
Gorgeous.
It's
I love it.
gorgeous.
It's so gorgeous.
The most gorgeous car in the collection. Is that what you're going with?
Yes,
Good call.
for now.
I'm
For
in
now.
agreement. Yeah, that's right for now.
Styling wise, Pagani just nails
They
it.
kill it.
You know, when he does a design, he goes. He can
Yeah, it's
obsess
just
about it
so-
for years and years and years, and he just it's never
The
perfect.
form is the car's form is just unbelievable.
BDD reminds me of a combination of Horatio and Christian.
Well, I'll take it.
You do.
I'll take
I'll
it.
take
You're-
a
I love it.
compliment
You-
anywhere
You're a
again.
combo.
Hey, real quick, you want to answer this for blah blah?
When will we reveal it? This Thursday at 1 p.m. we are coming out with RBC Delivery Day. And then Sunday, we're having behind the scenes of RBC. So I'm
Not
you're,
RBC. We love
Back
RBC.
to-
you're going to
back
get your
RBC.
fill. You're getting your fill of the RBC this week. This
Right.
week.
And if you're subscribed to the Triple F 360 channel, there will be a lot of behind the scenes on there too after
What?
Sunday.
Well, you guys
right?
won't stop contenting on top of each other over there.
I know we're
That
like,
was fun.
Yeah, Jay's coming for both of our jobs, the editors and the filmers, man.
I
He is.
love the editing, yes. Except it delays me so much. I watch these stupid tutorials to do these little effects, and then the video I'm working on
Yeah.
gets delayed a week.
It calms him though. That's kind of like how dad likes to paint little models of cars,
Yes.
like really tiny painting. Do you remember when Dad painted our eagle at the cabin?
That was a bad idea. Did he paint that himself? Oh my god! No wonder it looked like crap.
I'm dizzy. I'm dizzy.
Okay, share that story.
I got so light.
You can tell that one
I
better.
got so lightheaded.
Oh, you can tell that. That's a great one.
You all right?
Oh my god!
hear
I
me?
can't. I can picture it. Yeah, I can picture that eagle. That boring.
Do we have a picture of it or something?
Oh god! Somewhere.
Could you airdrop me a picture?
It'd be too hard to find that.
Oh,
I mean, it'd be in like a shoebox.
Does Mama F have it?
So BDD
Like a picture of it?
had this beautiful log cabin on the Ohio River, and so there's this big wooden staircase, like made out of Lincoln logs, and so a part of it he had carved this beautiful eagle into the wood.
With his own hands?
No, he had carved. I should
Oh.
say yes.
I didn't know. Oh wow!
like he had card. Okay.
He had carved, and then he got his paintbrush out, and he didn't want it to be all natural wood colored. He wanted that eagle to have natural lifelike coloring.
I mean, he wanted it to be lifelike. I mean,
It was like a paint by numbers.
I mean, he Bob Ross the shit out of that thing.
he did
and he
Bob
painted
Ross
it himself.
himself.
he,
right?
took, he took it upon himself to paint this
Goodbye,
eagle.
guys.
He ruined it.
He said
leave it.
goodbye, guys.
I
I'll
know.
see you guys.
Wait, don't leave.
It looked so bad it had to be
Okay.
chopped off.
I haven't been able to see the car yet for B.
Okay.
I sent you the video I took.
Yeah, look at your
I
phone.
can't talk right now.
Okay, we'll let you go.
Have a good night,
Okay.
BDD.
Thank you.
Thanks
we
for
love you,
calling.
BDD.
Bye.
Oh, Nick 570 sent a super chat.
Holy crap!
$100.
Nick,
Thank you, Nick.
Destroying BDD's grass.
Oh my gosh.
you know what we're doing next time you're here too, Nick. So
I have too much fun doing that.
we
You really
may have done it
destroy the
today.
grass.
Dude, I went on Jason's sod on the other side of his fence by
We were with you.
yeah, by maybe like a couple inches. On the other side of his fence where it just like goes into nothing. Can you please move over? You're on my grass.
I didn't want Mark.
I was like, oh my God, dude, you destroy everybody else's shit.
No, I do not. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Roy.
That's a lie.
He almost destroyed something of his own today, though.
Almost. Yes.
This close.
Don't share. That's a lie.
Well, it'll be on the video.
Yeah, Bryce recorded the whole thing.
It'll be on Thursday's
and so
video.
Did I.
It's gonna be on Thursdays.
Why not? Why wouldn't it be?
I guess it would be
Yeah.
fun with Evan. Is that what we're
Exactly.
calling it?
No,
Oh,
that's too boring.
I would click that all day.
We need something clickbaity.
Well, if it's on Thursday's video, they're gonna see it.
Sheldon, yes, I hope to attend.
All I'm saying is, you should have seen this Eagle though. Like, I mean, just flat paints. I mean, like it was painted. He probably used like two or three colors, and that's it. Like just fucking solid colors. Sorry, solid colors. Like there's no like shading or fading or mixing. I mean, this thing looked so goofy. I can't even.
Gosh, I wish we had a
what
picture of
colors
this.
was it?
I mean, just browns and tans. There's just like, I mean, we had to chop it off. It had to get chainsawed down.
You did?
Yeah,
That's sad.
it had to. What, Bryce?
Oh, I just wish we had a picture of it. It makes me sad now.
I'm sure it's in. Ashley was right. I'm sure it's in a scrapbook somewhere.
Okay, yeah.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah.
What is your dream car?
Ooh, dreamy.
I'm going to go with Bugatti Veyron. For me, it's
Just standard Veyron, or are you going
standard
with Super Sport?
standard original Veyron, the launch car,
What spec?
first inception. Probably a two-tone black with yellow or French blue with black. I just thought that car was so iconic when it came out. When I was working at Miller, our first car came in 2006. I mean, that car was on every magazine cover. They had just broke the world speed record at 253.
Yeah, I remember reading all the stuff.
It was everywhere, and it just kind of reset that whole segment of being able to charge $1 million for a car. Everything was just exuberant, expensive. The build quality was just everything.
I actually heard oil changes on the Veyron were $1 million. Is that true?
They're actually $2 million. No, actually, there's a lot of misnomers about Bugatti service, which,
Oh, there is. Please educate us.
well, for example, a service does cost $20,000 a year, but it's a very special car, and it's more aircraft than car
On what, on the Veyron or the Chiron?
on the Veyron.
Okay.
But if the car is so special and so iconic, and
I don't think that's bad. 20 grand
and
a
if
year.
you are fortunate to have that, kind of wealth, then service your car and you'll enjoy it. And now that the values of the Veyron are rising dramatically, I think it's easier for people to.
Yeah, I
justify.
should have.
Jason looked into Veyrons.
I
I wanted a Vitesse.
I'm kicking myself in the ass. I almost bought that Grand Sport Vitesse from you.
Yeah.
That was really hot.
You remember
Oh,
that?
I love that.
We're gonna get
Yeah.
that back one day.
That spec was insane.
It's gonna be here living.
Jordan, what about you?
A dream car?
Yeah.
I have it.
The P1.
The
P1?
P1.
So cool.
Like that is. I mean,
Yeah.
you could always say something more
Yeah.
more expensive, but to me, like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a testament too. I have spent so much money on that car, out of pocket, that if it was any other car, I would have kicked it to the curb. Any other car, but that car means so much to me.
Yeah.
And especially it being a full carbon body. It's just an extremely special example of my dream car it's the P1.
Yeah.
I mean, how fortunate to be able to say that you have your dream car.
What's your spec again?
It is a
Here, let's-
custom
we
Fire
can-
Genesis
we can
full
pull it
carbon.
up here.
Full carbon blue. So it's got like metal flake with yellows and blues and greens and stuff in it.
That is just killer.
It's
So-
incredible.
so
I
Bryce-
wish it was here.
Bryce,
Yes, sir.
I just got a text
Okay, what's that?
from Triple F Meg. What did you almost destroy today? With very many question marks. I was trying to keep that on like the DL.
That was crazy.
I didn't bring it up.
Because
My
after
bad.
after what we did to the 4x4, I told her we were going out, and she's like, "You're not going to be crazy, are you?" I said, "No, I've learned my lesson. I'm a responsible driver off road.
You really learned your lesson today, huh? Although it was much more responsible.
Much more, and I didn't destroy anything.
No, you didn't destroy anything.
I mean, almost destroying something is the same thing as saying you didn't destroy anything.
Exactly.
You know?
There was no jumping.
Yes, there was no jumping. There was zero damage. I mean,
Right.
every time I drive down the road, you pass other cars, and you're almost hitting them.
Right.
A few
There's
feet.
nothing stopping you from
No,
going like this.
so I almost got in like 100 accidents today.
well, and let's just say, as far as we know, we got the cops caught on us too.
I hope.
yeah, I think we did.
I think we did.
They thought we were having some fun on the park property, but it was our property.
Yeah, they knew a little better once we got there.
Yeah.
Jay, what's your dream car?
Gosh, that's kind of hard to say because, like, I don't have that car passion that I think everybody here has. I didn't grow up like loving cars.
Yeah.
It's been something more recent as I've gotten more involved with the collection and got to drive all these. I have a respect. I love them, and that passion is growing. But it's not something that was there since childhood, and I find it's an interesting thing to me how it just you're like born into being a car person because I've seen it with my son Zach. He's been a car person since he was like 3 years old. He was naming all the trucks going down the road. I'm like, I don't even know what those trucks are, but he had that obsession from an early age. Jordan had that obsession from an early age. My dad said he had that obsession from an early age, and it's just not something that I had.
Did you have something else that you were as passionate about? Was it a sports? Was it?
Oh yeah, you did.
What, basketball?
The Bulls.
I love the Bulls.
Scottie Pippen.
I watched every game.
I was at a place last week in Newport Coast, California, and Dennis Rodman sat next to us.
That's awesome.
That guy's
Crazy?
Crazy. Yeah.
I want to get.
We were just talking
I want to
about
get 2-on-2 with Scotty and Dennis.
And that's not too far fetched. I think we could pull that off.
I mean,
You could
we've.
invite Dennis Rodman here. You probably.
But look, like through the car connection though,
We have
like,
a couple mutual.
Like we know people that like regularly spend time with them just through cars. Look at like cars open up so many opportunities. That we have a couple now. I mean, it's it's not like Michael Jordan where you're just never going to get a hold of the guy.
No.
And like I don't care what you do, but I think realistically, first of all, I think we could get him here, and I think we would dominate him.
he loves
You think about
cars.
that?
He's got a LaFerrari.
Who?
Dennis?
Michael Jordan.
No.
Oh, Jordan. Yeah. Well, he probably has everything.
You have any connections, Evan, to Jordan?
We'll talk offline.
We do.
To Michael?
MJ.
Yeah, but that's.
I mean, like a
All
real.
connections are
Yeah,
dead
it's a
end.
real connection,
We
but
know who
it's
that
not
is, but
realistic
it's-
that
no.
that would happen.
It's a dead end.
I would say most people that even know him, like they can't like to me like if you can't get on a phone call with him
Yeah.
when you want, then it's like nobody gets close to that guy unless you're like close to him. I think people they'll play golf with him, they'll do certain shit like that, but like to actually really be able to like get him to do shit. I mean, I don't know.
Well, I've got a car question for Evan.
Let's hear it.
When is the Ferrari SUV coming out?
That's
Ooh.
tough to say. I mean,
I would love that, but
I probably know just as much as what one would read online, but maybe we're probably looking about a year away on the unveiling.
What do you have to do to get on that list?
Just call me.
Okay.
Just dial me. 1-800.
1-800 Evan.
I want a Ferrari SUV.
I mean, that's got to come to the collection. Agreed.
That is going to blow up the world of SUVs. I mean, other manufacturers have had great success. Imagine Ferrari coming out with it. And they've just spent years and years just perfecting it, and they want it to be a great success.
I mean, it's kind of amazing it's not out already, right?
I think
With what the Urus has
they were a
done
little
for
late to
Lamborghini.
the party in a sense. I think they wanted to really focus on sports cars and realize that the segment of SUVs is just incredible. Look at it did for Rolls-Royce, Bentley, Lamborghini, Porsche. They're hotter than hot. You like?
Any comment on whether this is accurate?
It looks like it's all bagged up with spy camo and
There was
looks
one
like
leaked
LeBron
on
Very
Instagram.
hatchbacky.
There was one leaving the factory the other day. It looked just like that.
I love the Bentayga. I think that's the best.
I
of all.
love the Bentayga. Like, I'm so impressed. After driving that, I'm like, okay, I need a Bentley convertible.
Oh, agreed.
Absolutely.
I'm going V8 though.
Of course.
That's the better one.
Why wouldn't you?
No reason.
Okay.
What was the next? We were going around. I think Brett, it's your turn.
Oh, dream car?
Yeah.
I mean, F1 LM chassis 3 would be it.
Oh, you got your
Or-
own chassis, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, you're very specific.
Three's my number. So
Oh,
they
Does that
made-
car live in the country?
Yeah.
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 About 5 hours from here.
is that your like background on your desktop?
No.
Okay.
No.
He does have pictures of it though, I think, right? Do you have pictures down in your basement of it?
Yeah, I do.
Is that an iconic chassis, or what's the story with that
No.
one?
So it's this car here. They only made 5, and then they made 1 prototype. So there's 6 total.
2 live in the United States.
You weren't too impressed. So this was a really interesting thing is when we got to go walk through.
Oh, yeah.
this is a great story. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, so when we went to go walk through one of the private areas with Chad and McLaren Philly, they brought us back to the area where they keep, the hypercars, where they do the F1 maintenance. And from a non-car person's perspective, so not tainted by the history of the F1,
Right.
not like because like it's almost impossible if you have the history and you like grew up like with the F1. So to get his perspective and what he thought of the car, he said it's really not that great.
It's not that great. I just didn't like.
You didn't really understand.
Yeah.
No, it looked like a nice
there's
90s
a lot of
car,
hype.
but
Yeah.
Yeah.
to me,
For sure.
I didn't have all that build up of hype in my head, and
Which was great. Like that's what I love about you because you're not
Aw.
jaded by that though. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it doesn't. So like that or chassis 01R. I mean that'd be awesome. It's the car that won Le Mans.
but it's
The
hard.
Uno Clinic. Do you know what the Uno Clinic is?
Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
I don't know what that is.
It's a Japanese
It's like a male enhancement drug, wasn't it?
male enhancement center for
yeah.
For that
yeah
part.
This is very non triple F. I feel
Yeah, this is very non-triple F. But other than the F1, I'd have to say the P1.
P1.
Yep.
P1.
Is that just because you idolized that car as a younger man, or
Growing up, it was all Lambo and Ferrari. It was the Countach. Well, it was really the Diablo is when I was like,
Oh, I love the Diablo.
yeah, it was that was the car. That was my poster car.
You're right.
And then the F50 and F40, those two were it. And then I started to learn more about McLaren F1s, and then now I'm just all F1. But yeah, if I can't say F1, I'd have to say P1.
I remember when that car came out. It was 2012 Paris Motor Show. It was orange. The whole show stand was orange, and that car just blew everyone away. Frank Stephenson, we've got to get him on the channel. He would love to join you guys.
Oh yeah, it'd be great. We've FaceTimed him going over the P1.
Oh, really?
Before,
Yeah, it was really cool.
With
Genius.
our good buddy David Davis.
Double D.
The good old double D.
There's a lot of Dave.
D's in here?
Yeah.
There's a lot of D's up in here. Oh goodness.
Always a good laugh going on.
Jason is learning to love cars, you can tell.
Why are people saying the
For sure.
Pagani's red?
I don't know.
I didn't.
Just a comment I saw there. I don't-
We're wrong, but that's all right.
Can they?
I thought it was orange. I thought like the
weird.
McLaren was like a hint.
I thought it was
Guess not.
pearl yellow.
Don't know.
oh, Megan wants the Ferrari SUV.
She does? Well, she hasn't seen it yet, so she can't know.
She knows.
She can't.
She gets what she wants.
It's impossible to know. To me,
buying it.
To me, that camo picture, it looked like crap. It looked like a hatchback.
Well, we'll see.
Look at it.
Jordan loves wagons and
No, I do hate hatchback.
It looked like a hatchback though. Like maybe it'll be different non-camo. The thing looked terrible to me.
Usually they do a good job disguising. I mean, the Ferrari SP3 Daytona, like no one knew what that car would look like. Imagine being a car company trying to hide your.
That's
like-
a sexy car.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Sorry, it's trouble loading right now.
It's okay. I mean, I'm sure it'll
Okay, are
be.
those renders of what people are guessing it'll
I
look
think
like?
they're using a Maserati Levante as a test mule so that they can disguise their true design.
There you
Well, yeah. I mean, if it looks amazing. I hate hatchback look.
So real quick, I'll address Leone about Andy Frisella. So I've met Andy. We talk periodically via Instagram, and he invited us out to St. Louis to come hang out, possibly do a podcast with him. So yeah, possibly. I know he's very private with his cars, though. He doesn't like to mix that in, but we'll see.
BC, will you pin that comment real fast?
Right here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're going V6 hybrid.
Yeah, V6 hybrid, extended range,
You would too.
Only if it had the EcoBoost.
EcoBoost. Is
You
a must.
would.
The EcoBoost, that's a seller.
With auto start.
Mom, look, Mom said I will take one.
Everybody's lining up now.
Oh my God, that's great. It is interesting though. I wonder if McLaren will ever go to anything different than sports cars, even a sedan. I do love McLaren. I love me a good McLaren.
You do?
Yeah, but no, we had an amazing day today.
Yeah.
What a day getting that car delivered.
Oh, it was an
Oh my
event.
gosh.
It was an event. I'm excited. For
I've never
people to
delivered a
check it out.
car in a like snowstorm before.
Wasn't it great though?
It was great seeing that car in the snow. It just looked
Yeah,
amazing.
that strong color on the contrast of that snow, that fresh white powder. It was just strong.
Oh my God.
Now I wish Evan was there loading it up with us.
Well, I sat here. We were supposed to be here at 10, and BDD was sitting on the couch like this. And then I was trying to eat my breakfast in the other room, being really quiet, and he like kind of woke up, and we had about a 2-hour deep conversation about everything.
That's good.
That's awesome.
It was our special time together.
That's good. But no, we're just grateful to be able to, have guys like you and Chad and Nick and everybody out to.
You guys do business, or we enjoy it. That's what's all about. I mean, it's a relationship that is longstanding. So we're young guys,
Yeah.
and to see that you guys are also sharing cars with people, and to have a channel like this and constantly create fun content, I think people enjoy that.
No, it's great, and I think it's just fun being able to hang out with you guys. Part of the delivery day is you guys coming.
We love it. It's fun.
We always have a good time.
Yeah, for sure.
Was I the first to fly out for a handover? No.
No,
Oh, damn it.
and you won't be the last.
It would be fun to do like a Chad Nick Olympics.
That would be great, wouldn't it?
We can do like
Dealer
potato sack racing, maybe bowling competition. I feel like Chad's a good bowler.
I don't know why.
Nick Jones could be a good beanbag toss.
This is
interesting.
oddly specific.
This is like the Redneck Olympics.
This is
He's
what
thought
Evan-
about this a
This
lot.
is what Evan
yeah.
thought about on the plane
He
ride.
goes to sleep thinking about Nick throwing beanbags.
Playing cornhole.
They're very athletic guys, so
No, yeah, it's just great. I know it's different places, different dealers, but it's we've really parsed down our car group and our circle to which we want to do business with, and there's only a few people now, and I think it's made things a lot easier, and just being able to consolidate that business into a few different areas.
It's less than
Helps.
one handful.
Yeah, I mean it's great. I mean we can get everything done with only a few people
we have to get Horatio Pagani down here.
for sure.
Yeah.
He would
Yeah.
enjoy seeing.
We
it.
would have to
love
try to not be such a degenerate around him though, because he's much more refined. I think.
Classy.
He's different, but he's fun. He's a real person.
I mean, Chris was cool.
Yeah, Chris was awesome.
Yeah.
He's been here.
Christopher
Yeah.
with you.
You brought him, Christopher.
Oh yeah, Christopher is.
Chris has been here.
He
When?
has been
What?
here. We had a lot of fun.
He came to the event.
Yeah.
He did come to the event. Thanks for reminding me.
And my
that was
favorite,
cool.
my favorite part was him doing a lot of like R&D on the McLarens. he was like sitting in it. And I'm like, ooh, what's this? What's that? You know?
You know, in the
BDD
end,
trying to get him to drive the speed
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
they're car people. The whole family. They're live, eat, and breathe the automobile, and it's fun to see them see and touch other cars, and maybe not necessarily ones that they made, but they love Porsche. They love everything about Ferrari and other brands. So, which is healthy.
No, yeah, it's great. So, we got to do more of this, and you guys will be coming out to the gigantic event on June 5th. So we're excited to see what kind of a group you can put together.
What would you like for me to bring that would like a special surprise if I was to ask someone on loan? Like, is there a certain hypercar that people haven't necessarily seen that would be something special? Because, you're going to see all the world's best at, 2.0. You're going to see a Pagani. You're going to see a Bugatti and a lot of.
Gosh, I don't know. That's a good question.
Do you want to? Is there like a McLaren F1? Would
Yes.
Be like,
Yeah.
should we?
That's
I mean, that would be crazy.
Find a McLaren F1
That's
for.
that's like my number one task
Can you
for the
can you-
event this year.
Can you do that?
Maybe we can work on that.
Let's work.
We
on
To be
it.
able to
Try
bring
it.
one to
try.
Ohio and put on display at our show.
I'm
would be-
stealing it.
Would just be incredible.
I'm stealing it.
They're so valuable. They're almost like you have to get like a police escort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're $20 million.
Yeah, it's just
20
one
million
car in the
bucks.
truck and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it getting towed up to the pad, or who's driving it up to the pad?
I mean, we could put Gary and oh shoot, what's the other guy's name?
Aaron.
Aaron, just like right in front of it.
yeah.
I
Brett,
think they should be riding in the two flanking seats
yeah.
with the driver.
Yeah.
Brett's only doing it if he gets to drive it up onto the pad.
No, I will just walk next to it and enjoy it.
I think a Vitesse would be cool. Also,
A Veyron.
Okay.
That's
Oh
a
yeah,
good
we
one.
didn't have a Veyron last year.
No.
Veyron.
it'd be,
Veyron
it'd be
Vitesse
cool
would
to
be
see
sick.
it with
Okay.
with the other Bugattis.
EB110 and just get
Apparently-
the generations there.
Okay, we could
Never
probably
mind.
borrow.
Yeah, I've never seen a Veyron.
A
That'd be sick.
Type 57. that'd
Veyron
sick
would be
too.
cool. We could maybe bring an EB110.
I don't know if I've seen a Veyron in person.
Really?
Oh, it's so good.
I don't know if I have.
Yeah,
It's cool.
It's one car. So Gold Rush came through Cleveland, and the French Racing Blue and Atlantic Blue Vitesse came.
It was at the time I think it was referred as the Blue Gotti.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the Bugatti.
Yeah. So yeah, I saw that and BC's Panda,
Oh,
and they were next to each other, and it was the first Veyron I've ever seen. And it before I just thought they were this. I thought they were like a monster truck. They just look so big in pictures. I was shocked at how small they are.
tiny.
Yeah,
What size
they're
of,
tiny.
I always said it looked like an Audi A4 kind of size. So
Well, same with the Chiron. The Chiron is
Yeah.
one of the lowest cars in the garage. The roof line is one of the lowest in the
Right.
garage, which is shocking.
Do you know anybody with the CLK GTR?
there's one that does live very close to us. He goes online by Redshift,
Mm-hmm.
and he's super cool.
I didn't know he had one.
Yeah, he's got a car. That's a nice.
Do you
car
think you think he'd be interested?
we can certainly ask.
So we're gonna be sending out like flyers to you guys, like to more close.
Some like save the dates.
Yeah, like I save the date. So if you wanted to forward that on to anybody and talk to them about it, it has the
Are
information.
you guys gonna have new merch,
Yes.
limited edition merch?
Yes. Yes.
You know it.
In the works.
The merch is in the works, and it's going to be bigger, badder, and better than anything you've ever seen.
It's gonna
Will
be
there be a limited edition run of maybe the triple F chain with BDD logo for
Yeah.
that's not
We've got
completely-
something special, designed for that. We actually
I think
do.
people would buy them. Only 100. You got to
Yeah, you got to really limit them. But
That'd be
yeah,
cool.
there's some really cool stuff going
They're
on.
gonna be made out of the exact same gold as yours too.
Well, we've got some ideas here.
Yeah, I would do something different, but there's a lot of cool things that you guys can do. The BDD stuff was just amazing.
What about a GT1?
That is super rare. That's
There's one
rarer
road
than an
legal.
F1 in the country.
There's what?
There's only one road legal one.
Well, we don't have to have it road legal.
Yeah, I mean we can trailer it here. No
Well, let's
problem.
just say there's going to be some surprises. You know, I was utterly impressed. I mean, that could have been the most like epic hypercar
It's going to be.
Oh, it
even,
was the most-
gathering
it's going to
in
be
the Midwest
in
for
the
sure.
country.
It's going to be even better.
Like it was like Pebble Beach and then like Columbus.
it's,
That's kind of
sweet.
amazing, right?
Yeah, like where was? Didn't we? We had people flying from across the country
Oh, yeah.
just to
Yeah.
see this.
All
Yeah,
of
it
it.
was-
One dude drove like 18 hours.
Yeah,
That's
we had two guys
insane.
fly up from Florida for the weekend, and Monday we were going to Esoteric in the Ford GT and something else, and we passed them as they were going to the airport to fly out. Like just, it was wild.
And we're not talking about like our friends or people we
No.
know. We're talking about random, followers just showed up driving across the country. to
Yeah,
see
it was
this
so
stuff.
cool.
I do like Jared's idea. You guys are friendly with the Stradman.
We are very.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
should.
getting his
Veyron out.
Bugatti.
What if we got
That would
Strad's
all be
Veyron?
awesome. That would be
Yeah,
awesome.
He's got a
That'd be
cool
sick.
Veyron.
Well, he needs to keep it for
Yeah, keep it to
five
the
more
event.
5 more months. Strad, come
Why
on.
is he thinking about
He's always
making
hitting
trades?
about teasing.
That
it
guy's got
and
some
so-
whips.
Yeah.
He does.
He's
guy-
getting a
he's
nice
got some
Lambo
heat.
collection.
So we're. I don't want to spoil alert. But
Yeah, Brett, what are you gonna say? Shots on you.
So everybody knows he bought a Countach from John down
Yeah.
at Curated.
Yeah.
So we may be joining him when he goes and picks it up. So
Yeah, but we got some good stuff planned with him.
yeah. When we get back from this little trip, we're gonna plan a trip out west.
I love that.
Brett's been trying for a long time.
Yeah, he keeps on getting it.
I-
Oh my
well, I
God.
have to stay
Oh
on
my
you
God.
guys.
Do you know what we have to take on that trip?
Does it start with a P?
The new one?
Does it start with a P?
Does it start with a W?
It's a W.
It's the W?
Yeah.
Yes. How are we getting that out there?
W Motors.
I know what you're talking about. I was thinking more for Burlacker.
Oh, that too.
Oh, yeah, we've got to talk about that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mentioned that to Jason the other day. We'll have to. Yeah, we'll talk
We've
about
got,
that.
yeah.
So really good stuff. So we're gonna be
Anyway.
I have decided on a couple more purchases in the last week.
Yeah.
I think we're going to bring out some information with it and tease it, not tease it, but actually talk about it and get people more involved in the process.
Yeah.
Than just keeping a secret the whole time until delivery day. So I think that's, you know,
So many
somewhat
secrets
interesting
here.
I know,
Ooh.
for the most part, I
So
enjoy
suspenseful.
the anticipation and the suspense
It
leading
is
up
fun.
to it.
But you guys come out with like pretty serious
They're bangers.
surprises. Yeah, this is not like we
Look at that one.
tinted the windows on our car. We got a new cool wrap. We're coming out with like a hypercar.
Yeah, so I mean, there's some really cool stuff. You know, I'll just say
we
it.
should leave it at that. There's a lot of exciting stuff coming. You'll have to stay tuned. Thursday. is
004.
I'm excited for the W.
The 004. 004. 004.
Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, delivery day.
Well, gentlemen, do you want to wrap this up? You want to keep going? What are you thinking?
It really sounded like he was wrapping it up right there.
No,
I think that
thought
was a
we-
great
Oh, I
wrap.
thought we were. I'm
Look,
sorry.
it's always the safe thing to do to wrap it up.
Probably because I'm about to start eating my fingers.
We are a little hungry.
Okay.
You should have ate dinner.
It's sitting outside.
It's 9:40.
I know. We started this at 8.
Well, let's do this again. This was a lot of fun. Thank
Yeah.
you guys for having me. Thank you for your
Thank you.
business and these memories. I'll never forget doing this car, coming out here and doing the spec and having to push you guys over the edge to buy it.
I know. Well, it's
You
great,
did have
man.
to twist the arm a little bit.
Yeah, it
You're
was a
like,
little
okay.
scary.
We'll
All right,
take it.
let's do it.
Fine.
But one of the best decisions we
Fine.
made. I love it.
Take $4 million.
Talk to Rick Lashinsky.
Talk to Rick.
Talk to Rick. Rick will take care of it.
But no, thank you so much, and we appreciate you being willing and excited to be on here with us.
And hanging with us. We
It's
had
so
such a
much
great
fun.
Day just
There's no one
messing
else
around.
who loves Taco Bell and all these fun.
Do you have as much fun going anywhere else? Do you?
Like, come on.
Like, come on. I don't like. Okay, it's fine to just shit on some
This
people
is
right
not
now.
work. This is
Okay.
This is a treat.
It's still being political. I love it.
I love it.
I mean, the only work was just showing BDD the car. That's it, man.
Yeah,
man.
it's like here it is.
Like talking to Buddha.
Buddha.
That's great. Well, thank you. We appreciate it, and make sure to tune in Thursday to watch the delivery of this gorgeous Roadster BC.
Yep. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff.
Bye.
There it is. Bye.
I was waiting
Bye.
for it. Bye.
See you
guys.
soon, guys.
Thanks, guys.